Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yatha Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Sya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Ragunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Varajana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitam Sya Omadhyana Timarandasya Gyanajana Shilakaya Chakshuran Militamyena Tasma Shri Gurave Namah Gurva Bhistam Supurakam Guragana Rasisha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipanam Shri Rupa Patanagam Govindabhidam Ujjalam Bharatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Mande Vishwaguruncha Divyad Bhagavat Premna Vibhija Pranam Devam Divyatanum Suchanda Varanam Balarka Chailanshitam Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidyam Buddhim Shri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatadam Varam Banditam Shivadam Mareka Shananam Nyashi Sarashidharam Vanchakalpatarubhyas Chakripa Sindhubhyavija Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahabananyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. This is Madhya-lila, chapter 14, performance of the Vrindaban pastimes. So now we're hearing about the Lakshmi Vijay, that is, when Lakshmi comes out on her palanquin with great opulence and comes to find out why her husband, Lord Jagannath, on the plea of going in the Rath car to go visit Vrindaban, hasn't returned for many days. And at this time, when I'm repeating some verses to describe more capture the incident, and this is with Srivas Thakur. He's reacting to seeing the goddess of fortune with so much opulence. This is text number 203. Srivas Asya Kohe Shunidamudar Amara Lakmir Deka Sampati Bishtar. At this time, Srivas Thakur smiled and told Swarup Damodar, "My dear sir, please hear. Just see how opulent my goddess of fortune is. How opulent is Lakshmi. Vrindavanera Sampadeka Pushpa Kishaloy Giridatu Shikipicha Gunjafalamoy." As far as Vrindavan's opulence is concerned, it consists of a few flowers and twigs, some minerals from the hills, a few peacock feathers, and the plant known as Gunja. Vrindavana Dekibare Galeb Jagannath Shuni Lakmir Devir Mani Hoila Asochat. When Jagannath decided to see Vrindavan, he went there, and upon hearing this, the goddess of fortune experienced restlessness and jealousy. Eta Sampati Chade Keni Gela Vrindavan Tare Hasya Korite Lakmi Korila Sajan. She wondered, why did Lord Jagannath give up so much opulence and go to Vrindavan? To make him a laughingstock, the goddess of fortune made arrangements for much decoration. Tomar Thakur Deka Eta Sampati Chadi Patrafala Fula Love Gela Pushpabari. Then the maidservants of the goddess of fortune said to the servants of Lord Jagannath, "Why did your Lord Jagannath abandon the great opulence of the goddess of fortune and for the sake of a few leaves, fruits, and flowers, go see the flower garden of Srimati Radharani? Ekarma Korekahan Vidagdash Shiromani Lakmira Gretenija Prabhure Deha Ani." Your master is so expert at everything, but why does he do such things? Now bring your master before the goddess of fortune. Eta bole mahalakmir sabdashigane katibastre bandiani Prabhu Nijagane. In this way, all the maidservants of the goddess of fortune arrested the servants of Jagannath, bound them around the waist, and brought them before the goddess of fortune. Lakmir Chanarnayani Koraye Pranati Danadandaloya Ara Koraya Minati. When all the maidservants brought Lord Jagannath's servants before the lotus feet of the goddess of fortune, the Lord's servants were fined and forced to submit. Rateru Pare Kore Jandera Taran Choraprai Kore Jagannathera Sevakagan. All the maidservants began to beat the Rath car with sticks, and they treated the servants of Lord Jagannath almost like thieves. Sabritya Ganakohe Chadakori Hat Kalyani Divatomar Age Jagannath. Finally, all of Lord Jagannath's servants submitted to the goddess of fortune with folded hands, assuring her that they would bring Lord Jagannath before her the very next day. Tabe Shanta Hoya Lakshmi Vijay Nijagar Amara Lakmira Sampat Bhakya Agochar. Being thus pacified, the goddess of fortune returned to her apartment. Just see, my goddess of fortune is opulent beyond all description. Dugda Alti Dari Mate Tomra Gopigane Amara Takurani Vaishe Ratna Simasane. Srivas Thakur continued to address Swarup Damodar. Your gopis are engaged in boiling milk and churning it into yogurt, but my mistress, the goddess of fortune, sits on a throne made of jewels and gems. Narada Prakriti Srivas Kore Parihas Shunihase Mahaprabhu Chaitanya Jadas. Srivas Thakur, who was enjoying the mood of Narad Muni, thus made jokes. Hearing him, all the personal servants of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu began to smile. Prabhu Kohe Srivas Tomate Narada Swabhav Aishvarya Bhave Tomate Ishvara Prabhav. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then told Srivas Thakur, my dear Srivas, your nature is like that of Narad Muni. The Supreme Personality of God's opulence is having a direct influence upon you. Iho Damodar Swarup Shuddha Brajabasi Aishvarya Najani Iho Shuddha Premibasi. Swarup Damodar is a pure devotee of Vrindaban. He does not even know what opulence is, for he is simply absorbed in pure devotional service. Swarup Kohe Shiva Shunas Savadane Vrindavana Sampat Tomar Nahi Parimane. Swarup Damodar then retorted, my dear Srivas, please hear me with attention. You have forgotten the transcendental opulence of Vrindaban. Vrindavane Sahajika Jay Sampat Sindhu Dharaka Vaikuntha Sampat Tara Ek Bindu. The natural opulence of Vrindaban is just like an ocean. The opulence of Dwarka and Vaikuntha is not even to be compared to a drop. Parama Purushottama Swayam Bhagavan Krishna Jahan Dani Tahan Vrindavana Dham. Sri Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, full of all opulences, and his complete opulences are exhibited only in Vrindavan Dham. Chintamani Moy Bhumi Ratnera Bhavan Chintamani Ganadashi Charana Bhushan. Vrindavan Dham is made of transcendental touchstone. Its entire surface is a source of all valuable jewels, and the Chintamani stone is used to decorate the lotus feet of the maidservants of Vrindavan. Kopavrika Latar Jahan Sahajikaban Pushpavala Bina Keho Namage Anyadan. Vrindavan is a natural forest of desire trees and creepers, and the inhabitants do not want anything but the fruits and flowers of those desire trees. Ananta Kamadenu Tahan Firebane Bane Dugdamatra Denake Honamage Anyadane. In Vrindavan there are cows that fulfill all desires, Kamadenus, and their number is unlimited. They graze from forest to forest and deliver only milk. The people want nothing else. Sahaja Lokarakata Chahan Dibya Gita Sahaja Gamana Kori Chaiche Nritya Pratita. In Vrindavan, the natural speech of the people sounds like music, and their natural motion resembles a dance. Sarvatra jal jahan amrita saman, Chirananda jyoti swadya jahan murtiman. The water in Vrindaban is nectar, and the Brahma Jyoti effulgence, which is full of transcendental bliss, is directly perceived there in its form. Lakshmi Jini Guna Jahan Lakmira Samaj Krishna Bamshi Kore Jahan Priya Sakikai. The gopis there are also goddesses of fortune, and they surpass the goddess of fortune who abides in Vaikuntha. In Vrindaban, Lord Krishna is always playing his flute, which is his dear companion. Shriya Kanti Kanda Parama Purusha Kopa Taravo Druma Bhumis Chintamani Ganamayi Toyam Amritam Kataganam Natyam Gamanam Api Vamshi Priyasaki Chiranandam Jyoti Paramapitad Asvajam Apicha. The damsels of Vrindaban, the gopis, are super goddesses of fortune. The enjoyer in Vrindaban is Lord Krishna. The trees there are all wish-fulfilling trees, and the land is made of transcendental touchstone. The water is all nectar, the talking is singing, the walking is dancing, and the constant companion of Krishna is his flute. The effulgence of transcendental bliss is experienced everywhere. Therefore, Vrindaban is the only relishable abode. Chintamani's Janana Bhushanam Angananam Shringara Pushpa Taravas Taravas Suranam Vrindavane Brajadanam Nanu Kamadenu Vrindani Chait Sukha Sindur Aho Vibhuti. The anklets on the damsels of Rajabhumi are made of Chintamani stone. The trees are wish-fulfilling trees, and they produce flowers with which the gopis decorate themselves. There are also wish-fulfilling cows, kamadhenus, which delivered unlimited quantities of milk. These cows constitute the wealth of Vrindaban. Thus Vrindaban's opulence is blissfully exhibited. Shrini Premabeshi Nritya Kore Srinivas Kalpa Tali Bhajai Kore Atatahas. Srivas Thakur then began to dance in ecstatic love. He vibrated sounds by slapping his armpits with the palms of his hands, and he laughed very loudly. Radhara Shudarasa Prabhu Aveshi Shunila Se Rasa Beshi Prabhu Nritya Rambila. Thus Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard these discussions about the pure transcendental mellow of Srimati Radharani. Absorbed in transcendental ecstasy, the Lord began to dance. Rasa Beshi Prabhu Nritya Swarup Aragan Bo Bo Bodhi Prabhu Pate Nijagan. While Mahaprabhu was dancing in ecstatic love and Swarup Damodar was singing, the Lord said, "Go on singing, go on singing." The Lord then extended his own ears. Braja Rasa Gita Shuni Premura Utalila Purushottama Grama Prabhu Premi Bashaila. Thus Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's ecstatic love was awakened by hearing the songs of Vrindavan. In this way, he inundated Purushottama Jagannath Puri with love of Godhead. Lakshmi Devi Jata Gali, Lakshmi Devi Jata Kale Gela Nijagar, Prabhu Nitya Kore Hoila Tritiya Prakar. Lakshmi Devi Jata Kale Gela Nijagar, Prabhu Nitya Kore Hoila Tritiya Prahar. Finally, the goddess of fortune returned to her apartment. In due course of time, as Mahaprabhu was dancing, afternoon arrived. Chari Sambradaya Gana Kore Bahu Shranta Hoila Mahaprabhu Premavesha Dviguna Badila. After much singing, all four Sankirtan parties grew fatigued. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's ecstatic love increased twofold. Radha, Premaveshi Prabhu, Hoila Se Murti, Nityananda Durideki, Korilena Stuti. While dancing absorbed in Srimati Radharani's ecstatic love, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in her very form. Seeing this form, seeing this from a distant place, Nityananda Prabhu offered prayers. Nityananda Dekiya Prabhu Baba Besh Nikatena Aishe Rohe Kichu Duradesh. Seeing the ecstatic love of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu did not approach but remained a little distance away. Nityananda Bina Prabhu ke Dare Konjan Prabhur Abeshana Jai Narahi Kirtan. Only Nityananda Prabhu could catch Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but the ecstatic mood of the Lord would not stop. At the same time, Kirtan could not be continued. Because everyone is exhausted, they can't continue singing. Bangi Kore Swarup Sabar Shama Janaila Bhaktaganer Shamadeki Prabhu Vayahoila. Swarup Damodar then informed the Lord that all the devotees were fatigued. Seeing this situation, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to his external senses. Sabbhakta Loya Prabhu Gela Pushpodhyane Vishrama Koriya Koila Madhyanika Snane. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then entered the flower garden with all his devotees. After resting there for some time, he took his afternoon bath. Jagannath there prashadaila bahu upahar lakmira prashadaila bibida prakar. Then there arrived in large quantities a variety of food that had been offered to Sri Jagannath and a variety that had been offered to the goddess of fortune. Saba loya nana range korila bojan sanjasnan kore koila Jagannath darshan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu finished his afternoon lunch, and after his evening bath he went to see Lord Jagannath. Jagannath deke korana nartana kirtan Narendre Jalakrida Kore Loha Bhaktagan. As soon as he saw Lord Jagannath, Mahaprabhu began to chant and dance. Afterward, accompanied by his devotees, the Lord enjoyed sporting in the lake called Narendra Sarovara. Ujjani Asiya Koila Bana Bojane E Mata Krida Koila Prabhu Ashtadina. Ujjani Asiya Koila Ban Bojan E Mata Krida Koila Prabhu Ashtadin. While entering the flower garden, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took his meal. Then, entering the flower garden, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took his meal. In this way, continuously performed all kinds of pastimes for 8 days. Aradine Jagannatha, Bitara Vijay, Rate Chari Jagannath, Chali Nijaloy. The next day, Lord Jagannath came out from the temple and riding on the car, returned to his own abode. As Aradine Jagannath there, Bitara Vijay, Rate Chadi Jagannath, Shaline Jaloy, Purvava Koila Prabhu, Loya Bhaktagan, Parama Nande Koren Nartana Kirtan. As previously, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his devotees chanted and danced with great pleasure. Jagannath there, Puna Pandu Vijay Hoila, Ek Guti Pushpo, Jagannath there, Puna Pandu Vijay Hoila, Ehoguti Pata Dori Tahas Tutigela. During the Pandu Vijay, Lord Jagannath was carried, and while he was being carried, a bunch of silken ropes broke. Pandu Vijayera Tuli Pati Futi Jai Jagannathera Bahire Tula Udiya Palai. When the Jagannath deity is carried at intervals, he is placed on cotton pads. When the ropes broke, the cotton pads also broke due to the weight of Lord Jagannath, and the cotton floated into the air. Kulina Grami Ramananda, Satyaraj Khan, Tare Agya Dila, Prabhu Korea Saman. Ramananda Vasu and Satyaraj Khan were present from Kulinagram, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, with great respect, gave them the following orders. Epata Dorir Tumihao Yajaman Prati Vatsara Anive Tori Korea Nirman. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered Ramananda Vasu and Satyaraj Khan to become the worshippers of these ropes, and every year bring silken ropes from their village. Etaboli nila tare chinda patadori ihadeki koribe dori ati dridakori. After telling them this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed them the broken silken ropes, saying, just look at this sample. You must make ropes that are much stronger. Epata dorite hoy sesha adishtan dashamurti hoya jeho seve bhagavan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then informed Ramananda Vasu and Satyaraj Khan that this rope was the abode of Lord Sesha, who expands himself into 10 forms and serves the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Bhagavan Satyaraj Vasu Ramananda Seva Agya Paya Hoila Paramananda. After receiving orders from the Lord for the rendering of service, the fortunate Satyaraj and Ramananda Vasu were highly pleased. After receiving orders from the Lord for the rendering of service, the fortunate Satyaraj and Ramananda Vasu were highly pleased. So they were told to make silken ropes for the service of Jagannath. Prativatsara Gundicha te bhaktagan sange patita dori loyai she ate borarange. Every year thereafter, when the Gundicha temple was being cleansed, Satyaraj and Ramananda Vasu would come with the other devotees and with great pleasure bring silken rope. Tabi Jagannath Jai Vasila Simhasane Mahaprabhu Gare Aila Loya Bhaktagane. Thus Lord Jagannath returned to his town and sat on his throne, while Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu returned to his residence with his devotees. Thus Lord Jagannath returned to his temple and sat on his throne, while Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu returned to his residence with his devotees. Emata Bhakta Gane Jatra Dekaila Bhakta Gana Loya Vrindavana Keli Koila. Thus Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed the Rath Yatra ceremony to his devotees and performed the Vrindaban pastimes with them. Chaitanya Gosar Lila Nandapar Sahasrabhara Jara Nahi Pai Par. The pastimes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are unlimited and endless. Even Sahasrabhadana, Lord Sesha, cannot reach the limits of his pastimes. Shri Rupa Raghunath Parijara As, Chaitanya Charitamrita Kohe Krishna Das. Praying at the lotus feet of Shri Rupa and Shri Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, I, Krishna Das, narrate Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. Thus then the Bhaktivedanta purports to the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya-lila, 14th chapter, describing the performance of the Vrindavan pastimes in the Hera Panchami Yatra. Okay. So we can read a little bit of the next chapter. Madhya-lila, chapter 15. The Lord accepts prashadam at the house of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya.
Before we go on, can I ask a question? Srivas Thakur, when he's talking about just see how opulent my goddess of fortune is he like in a joking mood or trying to take the mood of Lakshmi Devi? I don't quite understand.
Mahaprabhu says that he is feeling the mood of Narad Muni. Narad Muni is more, in this case, associated with the Vaikuntha Lila than he is with the Vrindaban Lila. So Mahaprabhu says, you're being influenced by the Aishwarya, by the opulence of Vaikuntha, and the opulence of the goddess of fortune. So that's different in the mood of Vrindaban. So you're displaying more the sentiments of Narad Muni in relationship with Vaikuntha. But Swarup Damodar, he's an eternal resident of Vrindaban, so he'll answer you. That's how the conversation is going. Chapter 15. The Lord accepts prashadam at the house of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Sarvabhauma grihe bunjan swanindakam amogakam angikurvan sutam chakre gora swam bhakta Vashyatam. While Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was taking prashadam at the house of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, Amogha criticized him. Still the Lord accepted Amogha, thereby showing how much he was obliged to his devotees. So this is a new chapter, and this is the Sanskrit summary, first verse, describing what will happen in this chapter. How Mahaprabhu will be invited to the house of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, and in that house, Amogha will criticize him. And then, when Amogha, subsequently what happens will show how Amogha receives the mercy of the devotees, and how the love that the devotees that they have for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is able to correct all anomalies, to correct all difficulties with Amogha. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all glories to Sri Nityananda Prabhu, all glories to Sri Advaita Chandra, and all glories to all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya. Jaya Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Shrotagan Chaitanya Charitamrita Jara Pranadam. All glories to the listeners of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita who have accepted it as their life and soul. Hemata Mahaprabhu Bhaktagan Sanghe Nilachale Rahe Kore Nritya Gita Range. While Mahaprabhu stayed at Jagannath Puri, he constantly enjoyed chanting and dancing with his devotees. Pratama Basare Jagannath Darshan Nritya Gita Kore Danda Paranama Staban. In the beginning of the day, Mahaprabhu saw the deity of Lord Jagannath in the temple. He offered him obeisances and prayers, and danced and sang before him. Upalabhog lagile kore bahire vijay haridasa mili aise apana niloy. After visiting the temple, Mahaprabhu would remain outside. During the Upalabhog offering, he would then go meet Haridas Thakur and return to his residence. At noon, when there was an Upalabhog offering in a place called Bhoga Vardhana Kunda, Mahaprabhu would go outside the temple. Before going outside, he used to stand near the Garuda Stamba column and offer his obeisances and prayers. Afterwards, the Lord would visit Siddhabakul, where Haridas Thakur lived. After visiting with Haridas Thakur, the Lord would return to his own place at the abode of Kashi Mishra. Garibase Kore Prabhu Namasankirtan Advaitasiya Kore Prabhu Pujan. Sitting in his room, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would chant on his beads, and Advaita Prabhu would come there to worship the Lord. Sugande Saliledena Padyu Sarvange Lepaye Prabhur Sugande Chandan. While worshipping Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Advaitacharya would offer him scented water to wash his mouth and feet. Then Advaitacharya would smear very fragrant sandalwood pulp all over Mahaprabhu's body. Gali Maladena Matai Tulasi Manjari Jodahate Stutikore Pare Namaskari. Sri Advaita Prabhu would also place a flower garland around the Lord's neck and tulsi flowers, manjaris, on his head. Then with folded hands, Advaitacharya would offer obeisances and prayers unto the Lord. Puja patre pushpa tulasi sesha jay achila se sab loya prabhu acharya pataila. Pardon me. Puja patre pushpa tulasi sesha jay achila se sab loya prabhu acharya pujila. After being worshipped by Advaitacharya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would take the dish containing flowers and tulsi, and with whatever paraphernalia remained, worship Advaitacharya. Yosi sosi namostute e mantra pare mukhabadya kore prabhu hasaya acharjare. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would worship Advaitacharya by chanting the mantra. The mantra is Yosi Sosi Namostute. Whatever you are, but I offer my respects unto you. In addition, the Lord would make some sounds within his mouth, and that would make Advaitacharya laugh. Emata Anjone Korana Namaskar Prabhore Nimantra Trana Kore Acharya Barbar. In this way, Advaitacharya Mahaprabhu would offer the respectful obeisances unto each other. Then Advaitacharya would extend an invitation to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again and again. So after Advaitacharya worships Mahaprabhu, then Mahaprabhu would take the articles that he used to worship him and turn around and worship Advaitacharya. And while he's worshiping Advaitacharya, he would say, Yosi sosi namostute. Whatever you are, but I offer my respects unto you. Then he'd make some loud sound in his mouth. So he's just saying, after Advaitacharya is worshiping him, he's making some humor with Advaitacharya. Whoever you are, whatever you are, I'm worshiping you like that. Ematan Jonye Korana Namaskar Prabhureni Mantrana Kore Acharya Barbar. In this way, Advaitacharya and Mahaprabhu would offer the respectful obeisances unto each other. Then Advaitacharya would extend an invitation to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again and again. Acharya Nimantran Ascharya Katan Vistari Varnijachan Dasha Vrindaban. Indeed, Sri Advaitacharya's invitation is another wonderful story. It has been very vividly described by Vrindaban Das Thakur. Punarukte hoy taha na koilun varnan arabhaktagan kore prabhureni mantran. Since Advaitacharya's invitation has been described by Srila Vrindaban Das Thakur, I shall not repeat the story, but I shall say that other devotees also extended invitations to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ek din ek bhakta grihe mathotsav Prabhu sange tahan bhojan kore bhakta sab. Day after day, one devotee after another would invite Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the other devotees to lunch and would also hold a festival. Charimash Rohila Sabe Mahaprabhu Sange Jagannath Nana Jatra Deke Maharange. All the devotees remained at Jagannath Puri for 4 continuous months, and they offered all Lord Jagannath's festivals with great pleasure. So they would arrange for the festival. Krishna Janma, Jatradine, Nanda Mahotsav, Gopi Vesh, Hoila Prabhu, Loya Bhaktasab. The devotees celebrated the festival of Janmashtami, Krishna's birthday, which is also called Nanda Mahotsav, the festival of Nanda Maharaj. At that time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his devotees dressed themselves as cowherd boys. Dugda dugda bar sabe nijaskande hari kori dari dugda bar sabe nijaskande kori mahotsava stani aila bole hari hari. Being dressed up like cowherd boys, all the devotees carried poles. All the devotees carried pots of milk and yogurt, indeed, on rods over their shoulders. Having dressed up like cowherd boys, all the devotees carried pots of milk and yogurt balanced on rods over their shoulders. Thus they all arrived at the festival grounds, chanting the holy name of Hari. Kanai Kutiya Chin Nanda Bestori Jagannath Mahati Anachena Brajeshwari. Kanai Kutiya dressed himself up like Nanda Maharaj, and Jagannath Mishra and Jagannath Mahati dressed himself as Mother Yashoda. Apane Prataparudra ar Mishra Kashi Sarvabhauma ara Parisha Patra Tulasi. At that time, King Prataparudra was also personally present with Kashi Mishra, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, and Tulasi Padicha Patra. Iha sab loya Prabhu Korenitya Ranga Dadi Dugda Haridra Jali Bahares Sabara Anga. As usual, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced jubilantly. Everyone was covered with milk, yogurt, and yellow turmeric water for Janmashtami. Advaita kohe satya kohe na koriya kop laguda firaite para tabe jani gop. At this time, Srila Acharya Maharaj, At this time, Srila Advaitacharya said, "Please do not be angry. I speak the truth. I shall know that you are a cowherd boy only if you can wheel this rod about." Tabe laguda loya Prabhu firaite lagila bara bara kashe fele lufia darila. Accepting Advaitacharya's challenge, Mahaprabhu took a big rod and began to wheel it around and around. Again and again he threw the rod into the sky and caught it when it fell. So this always seems we see in big parades. They're majorettes, they're twirling rods, throwing them in the sky, catching them like this. So Advaitacharya says, I can tell if you're really a cowherd boy, because they're all dressed as cowherd boys. And he says to Mahaprabhu, I can tell if you're really a cowherd boy if you can wheel this rod about, if you can do like that. Because cowherd boys apparently can do that, those tricks. Tabe laguda loya Prabhu firaite lagila barbar akashe vele lufia darila. Accepting Advaitacharya's challenge, Mahaprabhu took a big rod and began to wheel it around and around. Again and again he threw the rod into the sky and caught it when it fell. Shirera upare prishte samuke duipashe Paramadje Firai Laguda Deki Lokhase. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wheeled and threw the rod, sometimes over his head, sometimes behind his back, sometimes in front of him, sometimes to his side, and sometimes between his legs. All the people laughed to see this. Alanta Chakrera Prai Laguda Firaya Deki Sarvalok Chite Chamatkara. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wheeled the rod in a circle like a firebrand, the heart of everyone who saw it was astonished. Alata Chakra Praya Laguda Firaya Deki Sarva Lok Chite Chamatkara Paya. Emata Nityananda Firaya Laguda Kebuchibe Taha Duhara Gopavavagada. Nityananda Prabhu also played at the Nityananda Prabhu also played at whirling the rod. Who can understand how they were ecstatically immersed in the deep emotions of the cowherd boys? Prataparudra, Agya, Padicha, Tulasi, Jagannath, Prashada, Bastra, Egg, Loya Asi. Following the order of Mahaprabhu, the temple superintendent named Tulasi brought one of Lord Jagannath's used cloths. Bahumuya Matra Prabhu Mastake Bandila Acharyadi Purusha Acharjari Prabhur Ganare Filaila. Prataparudra Agyai Padicha Tulasi Jagannath Prasad Bastra Ek Loyashi. Following the orders of Maharaj Prataparudra, the temple superintendent named Tulasi brought one of Lord Jagannath's used cloths. Bahumuya Bastra Prabhu Mastake Bandila Acharjari Prabhur Ganere Paraila. This valuable cloth was wrapped around the head of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The other devotees, headed by Advaitacharya, also had cloths wrapped about their heads. Kanai Kutiya Jagannath Duijan Aveshe Basai Lakshari. Okay. Kanai Kutiya Jagannath Duijan Aveshe Bilaila Gare Shila Jatadan. In ecstasy, Kanai Kutiya, who was dressed as Nanda Maharaj, and Jagannath Mahiti, who was dressed as Mother Yashoda, distributed all the riches that they had stocked at home. Deke Mahaprabhu Bora Santosha Paila Mata Pita Jnane Duhe Namaskara Kalila. Kanai Kutiya Jagannath Duijan Abeshe. Kanai Kutiya Jagannath Duijan Aveshe Bilai Lagare Chila Jatadan. In ecstasy, Kanai Kutiya was dressed as Nanda Maharaj, and Jagannath Mahiti, who was dressed as Mother Yashoda, distributed all the riches they had stocked at home. Deki Mahaprabhu Bora Santosha Paila Mata Pita Gyane Duhe Namaskara Koila. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was greatly satisfied to see this. Accepting them as his father and mother, he offered them obeisances. Paramaveshi Prabhu Aila Nijagar E Madhya-lila Kore Gauranga Sundar. In great ecstasy, Mahaprabhu returned to his residence. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, known as Gauranga Sundar, performed various pastimes. Vijay Dashami Lanka Vijay Yaradine Vanar Soinya Koila Prabhu Loya Bhaktagane. On the day celebrating the conquest of Lanka, a day known as Vijay Dashami, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dressed up all his devotees as monkey soldiers. Hanuman Aveshe Prabhu Brikka Sakaloya Kangade Chari Felig Gada Bangiya. Displaying the emotions of Hanuman, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took up a large tree branch and, mounting the walls of the Lanka fort, began to dismantle it. Kahanre Ramna Prabhu Kohe Krodabeshe Jaganmata Haripapi Marimu Savamse Kahare Ragna Prabhu Kohe Kodaveshe Jaganmatak Haripapi Marimu Savamshe. In the ecstasy of Hanuman, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu angrily said, "Where is that rascal Ravana? He has kidnapped the universal mother Sita. Now I shall kill him and all his family." Gosaira Vesadeki Loke Chamatkar Sarvalok Jai Jai Bole Barbar. Everyone became very much astonished to see the emotional ecstasy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and everyone began to chant, all glories, again and again. Imata Rasa Jatra Ara Deepavali Uttama Dwadashi Jatra Dekaila Sakali. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his devotees participated in all the festivals, including Rasa Yatra, Deepavali, and Uttana Dwadashi. Okay, so I'm going to stop here. Tomorrow we'll continue. Can we close that door? Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jaravaya Nama Jaravaya Nama Krishna Jaravaya Nama Jaravaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama Jaravaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Nama
Vrindaban
Jai Saparikara Shri Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhari Ju Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramaja Paravajaka Ashta Tara Sada Shri Shimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramaja Paravajaka Ashta Tara Sada Shri Shimad Srila Bhakti Rakakshira Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Srvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Namachari Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhattacharya Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Premsi Gosha Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Vrindaban Das Thakur Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavad Ki Jai. Narotam Srinivas Shamananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vishwavaranya Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmalacharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Madhacharya Vrinda Ki Jai. Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Navadip Dham Ki Jai. Shri Mayapur Ki Jai. Saparshada Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Saparshada Shri Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. Shri Koladvip Ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai. Sokel Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Sevashram Ki Jai. Ganga Devi Ki Jai. Tulasi Maharani Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Shri Vrindaban Dham Ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopi Govardhan. Sham Guna Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Jewel Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Shri Kartik Vrata Ki Jai. Shri Damodar Vrata Ki Jai. Shri Urja Vrata Ki Jai. Shri Niyama Seva Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Pavan Janardhan Maharaj Ki Jai.